What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse, and this is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time, and I have great news and bad news. This is the return. The good news is this is the return of Cult of the Lamb, composed by Riverboy. This is their channel, and this is requested by Nox. The song is called "Start a Cult," and the bad news is this is the last remaining Cult of the Lamb request I have. There is no more. I am bone dry, so that sucks. But I just heard Cult of the Lamb not too long ago, and I praised it big time. If you missed that video, it's just like the last one I did, and man, I was really like vibing along with it, and I was really starting to kind of get otherworldly with it, because I was like, this is a really unique sounding soundtrack. So I'm going to be heavily invested into this one. Hopefully it's I have a feeling it's going to be fantastic, but I'm probably not going to talk a whole lot in this one. I really want to embrace my last 5 minutes with this game, because I'm not going to be able to hear it again. So let's just get into it. And this is a single video since I don't have another request, so we're doing it old school here. This is Start a Cult. Cheers. Oh, it's ice cold. That snare. That bass. Listen to the bass. It sounds so clean. Like this was produced yesterday or something. Fresh file, you know? Wave file. Are we transitioning here? Audio bliss, dude. Feels like I'm in an aquarium of sound. Just walking through and you see all the water like right above your head. That's what it feels like to me. Not setting wise, but like 3D audio type of thing. I wonder if that's supposed to be like a character speaking. I don't know what they're saying. I need to hear more Riverboy. Like you can kind of sleep to this too. It's calming. It's like ASMR music, sort of, without the beat. Or maybe it could be ASMR. I don't know if you turned it down low enough. even with the beat. Oh, it's so good. I'm so glad I listen to multiple genres. I can appreciate all this stuff. Can you imagine how limited this channel would be if it was like Metalhead Reacts or something like that? Don't let the long hair fool you. I grew up with hip hop. Kind of reminds me of some of the Hat in Time stuff too. So much bass. They heard me, so they decided to quiet down. That is what I call an A plus. I don't really call stuff this. I'm just making it up right now. But that is what I call an A plus video. Like the whole experience, right? The channel, perfect. The titling, great. Cult of the Lamb, official. Hyphen, start a cult. The animation, the moving stuff, just wonderful. Like absolutely 1 million views, perfect. That's great. You know, like this. Cult of the Lamb is, I feel bad because I heard it not too long ago, like I said, maybe a month ago or something like that. And the comments, per usual, answered questions I had. I don't remember any of those answers because I've heard many songs since then and I've done many things since then. So I'd have to like look at some of them again, but regardless of what the game entails, what it's about, if it's fun, blah, blah, blah. Actually, I remember one thing. Shout out to Max, because I remember this comment that there was like an integration with Twitch. And that was like a big thing with this game or something like that. So that's like the one thing that I retained. Not sure how, or if that's still a thing. But regardless of what the game entails, I just think that personally I would like to hear more soundtracks like that. Of course, it's not very easy. A lot of video game developers want a very specific sound, obviously, to their game. And I think with this, I don't know, it's like how many games can benefit from a soundtrack like this? And I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean that in like a, you know, a lot of developers, a lot of people, they always just chase whatever is popular, whatever works, whatever brings the stuff in. And then going out of the norm and trying different stuff is always a risk, and it may not do well, stuff like that. It becomes a cult classic. But you know what I mean? Like as a business idea, it may be kind of risky. So I'll always appreciate stuff like this, especially since it's like in a video game. You know, I listen to stuff like this all the time. My playlist is gigantic. You know, like I said, I listen to everything literally, quite literally. And I think I was thinking this the other day. I have a lot of time to think, if you haven't noticed. A lot of shower thoughts. And one of them was I've been getting a lot of comments recently about why people watch my channel, and it's been very nice. And I promise I'm not going to make this about me, but it is just something that I touched upon here, and it just made me really think. I'm like, man, I am very grateful for myself. No, what I mean by that is like how much I actually listen to. Like actually, you know, it'd be quite awkward and, well, deceiving if I just listened to one genre of music, because then everything else that'd be sent to me would just be not that. And I don't know, you know, it's very closed-minded. So the fact that I understand this kind of stuff and I listen to it all the time it's like it doesn't feel like whoa, that was crazy. It was just like, oh yeah, this is just like I feel at home here. And I can say that about multiple genres, you know. I don't know what that says about me. I don't know if that means I'm open-minded or something, but now that I think about it, like in school, I don't know why I'm telling you all this stuff. But in school, I didn't just hang out with like a certain group of people. I was kind of like friendly with everybody. So I don't know. It's just I'm just really glad that I listened to all this stuff, and I can just appreciate music for what it is. Because I have a feeling that there's some people out here that just, well, of course, everyone has their own taste, subjective. There may be people watching this and don't like it. I mean, sure, but I think it's fantastic. There's not a whole lot of stuff out there that sounds like this. There's not a lot of beats. I mean, yes, there are, of course, but at least on this channel, I think about it this way: like all those things that I've listened to, I'm like, what, 1,300 videos or something like that. There's not a lot of beats. There's not a lot of hip hop. There's not a lot of, there's just not. So it exists, but it's rare. So I can always appreciate it when it's here, especially if it sounds incredible. So I don't know. I'm just a big fan of it. And when it's done right, to like any genre, of course, when it's done right, it hits. The only genre I have never been able to get into, as cliche as it sounds, is country. Country music, I'm just going to go on a tiny tangent. If you like country music, that's fine. I don't think anything of you. The thing is, if you like country music, I think you just happen to live that lifestyle or relate heavy. I don't relate to any of it. So if I don't relate to something, then it's just very awkward for me to hear. I can't hear the appeal, and that's why I've tried, as a musician and a guitar player, I've tried multiple times to just be like, all right, what is it? But it's just, I can't get behind it. It's just not my cup of tea. I'm never gonna like it. That doesn't go for all of it, I don't know why I'm ranting so much. I like everything except country. Everyone says that, but man, I just cannot get behind country. Start a Cult from Cult of the Lamb. I'm kind of sad. I'm just trying to hold on to this as long as I can because there's no more music for this anymore. I guess that means I can listen to it now on my own, but I have to be careful on that. I usually, when I say like, two things can happen. I could go listen to it on my own and just be a happy little camper, or someone will be like, oh, we have no more, let me fix that for you, and then they'll send something, and then they have to wait, and then I have to wait too. So we'll see. I'll give it a couple weeks. If no one requests anything from Cult of the Lamb, I'll just freely listen to it, though I won't be able to react to it. Anyways, shout out Riverboy. Incredible sound, incredible soundtrack. And we say goodbye for now to Cult of the Lamb. Amazing soundtrack. I'm going to miss it. Salute. Thank you, Nilox, for the request. And thanks to everyone that's watching. Thanks to all my patrons you see here. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse. Peace.